From the lives of great men we learn many things, much thank is of value to us in our own lives, full stop. Not the least important thing, perhaps, which the life of almost any great man teaches us is that we have time to do those things which we most want to do, full stop. As young people, we talk lightly of what we would do if only we had the time, semicolon. As old people, we look back upon lost opportunities and wish that we had the time to follow this course of action, that line of training, full stop. But again and again, full stop, as we read the stories of the lives of those who have done great things, of those whose names will be forever remembered, the knowledge is forced upon us that our trouble is not that we have too little time, but that we have too little desire, full stop. Our desire to move in a certain direction is not strong enough to influence us to take the necessary steps, to use for that purpose the horse which are being spent in other and possibly less profitable ways, full stop. If the desire to act and the will to work are there, then we shall find both the time and the opportunity, full stop, stanza. These thoughts come to the mind upon reading a certainly published book in which the writer tells in outline the story of the lives of 15 great men, full stop. From the many remarkable men who have lived during the past 500 years, the writer has taken those men who, by their thought and by their labor, were able to discover a great principle, some deep truth about the laws of nature which had not before been known. Man who in this way added greatly to the knowledge and learning of the world, and so took all man one big step forward in the long march towards a better understanding of the forces which govern our world, full stop. It is not possible to read this book or indeed any book, world, full stop, of this nature without feeling an increased respect for the power of man's mind, an increased respect for his learning, for his continued attempts to find the truth even when faced with great difficulties, full stop. Stanza. The life of each of these men, it need hardly be said, differs in detail, full stop. Some of them showed themselves even as children to have reasoning powers beyond what we regard as usual, others were just simple children showing no special powers of any kind during their early years, full stop. Some were no one idea man, working only in their special field, others developed remarkable minds and became better than most men in most fields of learning, full stop. But common to them all was the power to work for every long horse, hours spent in deep thought, in careful planning, in the perfecting of ideas, and the putting of results together piece by piece to make the whole a whole, which was to surprise the world, full stop. Most of them lived to an old age, few dying before reaching 70 years of age, and several living to be over 80, full stop. Naturally, the thought must come, was there any connection between these two facts, ? Did these men work beyond the powers of common people because they were strong in body beyond the common person, ? Or did they owe their long lives to the fact that they lived principally for their ideas, paying little attention to the many pleasures which interest the masses, caring little for food and drink or for the company of other man and woman, ? Stanza. It is difficult to attempt an answer, full stop. We cannot be certain, full stop. But long as was the life of the man himself, it was short, man measured by the life of his work, full stop. That work has influenced the thoughts and the labors of many men for many years, full stop. It will continue to influence man's thought and man's action as long as man is a thinking being, using the knowledge of the past to increase in the present his control over